Greetings, everyone. Corey here. Time for another midnight review. And I had an option this week, and I kind of went with the more popular movie, even though I probably could have went to go see uh, it's it's a Wonderful Day in the Neighborhood, the Mister Rogers story with Tom Hanks. Instead, I went to the more popular movie this week, and probably for the next couple of weeks, Frozen 2. And I was actually surprised at how entertaining it was. I thought I thought maybe they kind of like used up most of the material from the first one, just trying to get that sequel out there just because it's gonna make money for sure, and just not gonna be as good. I mean, Disney does not always have a great track record with sequels. Sometimes they kind of bring it back with their third one or another sequel, but uh, yeah, man, it's it's nice to see that they pretty much turned this whole movie into a musical for sure. There's definitely more songs, at least more blatant songs than the first one, and they're pretty catchy. I don't think there's one that's gonna be as big as Let It Go. There's a couple that are pretty interesting and pretty funny actually. They actually do like a old like 80s like rock ballad, like 80s 70s like rock ballad song, which is great. It was probably my favorite scene in the whole movie, just the whole thing. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's definitely more entertaining, I think, than the first one, because you already know these characters are set up and everything like that, so they could run with it a little bit more. Draw them out, especially the characters that didn't get much screen time in the first one, like Kristoff. He gets a lot more uh, screen time development. Probably the funniest thing in this whole movie. Uh, just the situations he's get put in. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah. Uh, Granted, it's a Disney movie, so really, how much are you spoiling after the twist in the first one? So yeah, it the story wise, it's pretty. It's pretty paint by numbers in a way. I kind of already figured out a few things of it going into it. Watching it. Just as it get about halfway through, I was kind of like, okay, I see where this is going now, and it didn't it didn't ruin the movie for me, but like I said, it's really the music and the scenes and just everything that they did. It's really a beautiful movie to say the least, just visually and the songs and just everything hitting. I don't think there was really anything that did not like hit the mark that they were going for. Everything was pretty funny, hilarious, entertaining, action packed. Just I mean, even the emotions of the characters, I'm sure they had mocap and you could see a lot of, human traits and characteristics to them, movements and everything, just small little things that they added. And it's pretty cool to see. And they answer one big question for sure in this movie, which I don't want to spoil, of course, or at least it seems like they answered one big question. It's there's still a little wiggle room on it, but more or less, yeah, it looks like they answer one big question. But granted, of course, you know, my logical thinking here is, comic based a lot, and in comics, nobody's ever dead, so that kind of spoils it. But yeah, um, overall, it's a great movie. Kids should find it entertaining. The crowd, of course, was mixed. Of course, there was kids and their parents, which the parents were laughing just as much as the kids. They found it entertaining enough. Even someone like me that grew up with the Disney Renaissance and stuff like that, found it entertaining and was laughing. So it definitely hits a lot of marks. I think a lot of people like it. If anything, it won't be boring to them. It'll be interesting. They'll find something that they like, whether it's the music, the animation, the characters, the story. It's all very cool, you know. But yeah, so yeah, definitely. Of course, it's a good sequel. Definitely solid. If anything, I actually probably enjoyed it more than the first one. Granted, of course, there are slightly different tones, and they do embrace the whole music uh, genre kind of, you know, musical in this movie more than the first one. Even though, yeah, there was a couple that kind of went for it, but yeah. So that's really all I can say. It's just it's a great movie, even though you don't really need me to tell you that. So that's that. But next week, this coming week will be a little rough because we have Thanksgiving coming up. As far as movie wise, I can't think of many. Of course, besides Star Wars in December, which I am looking forward to, but I might see the Mr. Rogers movie with Tom Hanks this weekend, so I might have a little update on that. Which man, every time I see that trailer, I don't want to call it stupid, but every time I see that stupid trailer for the movie, man, it just gets it's a very emotional trailer. So we'll see. I might check that out. And Ford versus Ferrari, I didn't get to go see last week. Just things came up, so maybe I might see that too as well sometime soon. But so far, playing it by ear as far as movie reviews. Besides Star Wars, that's a guaranteed. I already got my ticket, so everything else is gonna be as it comes. So no reviews on Thursday night, Friday. Probably won't be any that week until the following week. So just a heads up for that. But I am expecting a Marvel Collector Course box from Amazon hopefully in the next week or two. So look out for that. But of course, we'll see. So until next time, guys. Later.